Welcome, my witchlings, one and all, to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, I'm Di, your favorite yoga witch, spreading kindness and love, living a magical life through yoga. Now, we celebrate birthdays here, and I got a ton of them today. Whoop, whoop. So, let's see if I can get everybody mentioned. So, we start the day with a new friend of about 1 year, if not 2 years today. Her name is Ashley. I hope you have a wonderful birthday with plenty of spoons for everything you want to accomplish today. Next, we have an amazing and dear friend and fellow mommy, even if our kids are adults now. Lawana, my darling dear, I hope you have a wonderful birthday. You are an amazing mom and a friend. My life is better with you in it. Okay, then another Spoonie friend, Tabitha, have the best birthday. Another Ashley friend, I hope today is amazing for you. And then most importantly, my favorite girl, Ashley. Here's to a decent birthday and that your surgery goes well this week. And yes, there are 3 Ashleys with the same birthday. Wowzers. Cheese and crackers. All right. So, happy birthday to all of you, darling dear friends. And then, I'm taking a sip. I see a star pause. Hello, Angela. Hello, star pause. Give me 1 second. We are also lighting our candle today to light the way through the veil for Ozzy. If you had not heard, Ozzy Osbourne passed this morning. Our hearts, I don't know why I'm crying. I like him, but our hearts go out to Sharon and the kids. We also light our candle. We also light our candle to be a beacon of light and hope in this dark world and these dark times. With the lighting of our candle, our circle is closed, and we invite the ancestors to join us. All right, put the candle away. Put the snipper away. I just smacked my monitor with the candle wick trimmer. All right, y'all. Oh, and I lost everybody with that. Ha! Okay, so, hello, David. How are you today? Whew. I am warm under my hair. I tell you what's the damn truth. This hair is a freaking blanket. I threaten to cut it all off on a regular basis because it is so damned warm. All right, y'all. Welcome, one and all, to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where we're reading the cards, taking care of ourselves, and having a hell of a lot of fun while we're at it. Oh, excuse me. So, go grab your favorite crystal. I'm going to grab some smoky quartz. So go grab your favorite crystal. I have my smoky quartz heart. Light your favorite candle or incense for that aromatherapy. Cozy up with your cup of coffee or tea if that's your preferred brew, and get ready to hear today's message from the universe. Don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing for your daily doses of divination. Whoop, whoop. And more coffee for Witchy Mama here because I have cotton mouth. And I run on caffeine, sarcasm, and pure spite. All right, y'all. If if you are local to the Seattle area, have I got news for you. I am facilitating a yoga class in the park on Friday evenings and a guided meditation on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Yes, I will be doing it tonight, weather permitting, of course. What the fluff? I didn't. I just bumped my mouse and my mouse decided to do something else. I am turning my mouse off. So, now that I have, tried to murder my stream, if you are local to the Seattle area, particularly in the Snoqualmie Valley, I am facilitating yoga class in the park on Friday evenings, guided meditations on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Yes, I will be there tonight, weather permitting, of course. There is no Saturday event this week because I have a family wedding. If, however, you are interested in joining us, the information is available on my website under the book tab, and I really can't wait to see all of you. Come join us. Oops. So, what else have we got going? The first Sunday of August. Whoop, whoop. I will be in Kirkland, Washington at Marina Park for the Pacific Northwest Witches Market Llamas Festival. It is free, it is family friendly, it is pet friendly, and I will be there reading tarot cards. Raven, who is in the comments here with us, will be with us. And yeah. It's gonna be fun. All right, moving on to our holidays. Hey, 12, I see you. So, our holidays today. Woo, woo, woo. Today we have Hammock Day, Pie Approximation Day, and Spoonerism Day, which, oddly enough, is not a spoony holiday. So, Hammock Day. Take time to rest, sway, and connect with the earth. Even Luna, who is currently sprawled in my front yard, agrees it is the perfect day to just be. It is also Pie Approximation Day. This says science is real and so is the magic in the infinite, just like pie. I like pie. The universe's cycles, like the moon and the seasons, are all connected in this beautiful endless circle. It is amazing. And Spoonerism Day. Do you guys know what a spoonerism is? Spoonerisms are so much fun, and my brain makes a bunch of them. Today is a day to mix up our words and have a whole lot of fun with it. I almost called Fuzzy Butts, furry little bastard who isn't in here right now, almost called Fuzzy Butts Buzzy Futs. Buzzy Futs. I often call him Buzzy Futs, but but a spoonerism is when you swap, syllables. When you swap syllables around the first syllable of a word, it's great. And my brain is still lurching. So, no, we are very much not MAGA here. I do not support fascism. I do, however, support caffeine addictions. Oh my goodness gracious griefus. What are we doing here today? We are going to go play with the oracle cards now after I move my other pair of glasses. Okay. All right. So our first card is that's what I was afraid of. Ha, there we go. We have the second option. Our next card is Destined Soul Ties. And finally, we have some overstepped boundaries once again. So the cards are showing us a powerful Destined Soul Tie connection where there have been... Whoopsie! I just threw my cards. So, The cards are showing a powerful destined soul tie connection where there have been some overstepped boundaries. Remember, though, destined does not mean you must endure and deserve disrespect. The universe offers a second option, the power to choose yourself. Your boundaries are rather sacred. That is my interpretation of today's oracles. What do you guys think? Let me know. Moving on to tarot. All right, so our first tarot card is the Lovers Reversed, which is... Whoa! No, it is the Sun Reversed. Holy sheepskin. I can't even read my own damn card. The Sun Reversed. Lack of strength, some illness, some loneliness, a broken engagement, possibly some canceled plans. The Lovers Reversed was yesterday, and they look similar. Next, we have Strength. You have personal magnetism, and you need to forge ahead to achieve victory, energy, and good health. It is also a strong, silent type of person who is steadfast and loyal. And finally, we have the Six of Pentacles, which is one of my infomercial cards because it says entitlement to financial assistance. I know. Except it was reversed yesterday. The man behind the curtain is pointing out that this was the third card yesterday. Actually, it was the first card, and it was reversed yesterday. I swear to God, I freaking shuffle my cards thoroughly every day, but guessing we need to learn something. But what is that? The Sun Reversed says your inner light might feel kind of dim, but Strength is here reminding you that true power is gentle courage. The Six of Pentacles is asking, is your energy in balance? Be generous with yourself first, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. Put your own oxygen mask on before helping others. So, this is my interpretation of these. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. All right, I'm going to breathe. I am going to grab my coffee again, take another sip, and then we will figure out what all 6 cards together are telling us today. I'm just... my asthma isn't happy again. All right, my friends. So, all 6 cards together say the core of the issue is laid out with the oracles. We have a powerful destined soul tie connection, but it has become unhealthy because of some overstepped boundaries. The situation is currently draining you, but the universe is showing you an out with the second option card. This is a potent reminder that you are not trapped. Destined does not obligate you to endure disrespect. You always, always, always have the power to choose your own peace and well-being. The tarot cards then tell us how this is affecting you and what to do, starting with the Sun Reverse, showing that the situation is actively dimming your inner light and blocking your joy. But you have the inner strength, that gentle, compassionate courage to face it. It is not about a fight. It is about honoring yourself. The Six of Pentacles then asks the crucial question, is the give and take in this situation balanced? It is a clear call to stop pouring from an empty cup and be generous with your own energy first. The message today is undeniable. A significant relationship is draining you because your boundaries are continually being crossed. You have the inner strength and the absolute right to restore balance, even if that means choosing a different path to protect your own light. So, that's what the 6 cards are telling me. What do you guys think? I see a couple of people who have said hi. Yep. We firmly believe in Wheaton's Law here. Do not be a dick. If you are, the mods and Arnold will be finding you with the banhammer. All right. All right, y'all. I am wheezing. amazing. Let us move on to Namaste. Namaste today is saying pay attention to your posture. Do you slouch at a computer, at the dinner table after a long day, or sitting on the couch binging your favorite show? These are the perfect opportunities to practice your posture, all right? Pay attention to your posture and make a concerted effort to straighten up. Lift your chest, relax your shoulders, and lift your head oh so slightly. Good posture improves oxygen flow through your body and strengthens your core, leaving you feeling revitalized and increasing your sense of power. This improved sense of well-being and strength will help you reduce stress and tension. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, we got a warm puppy. Yeah, that Namaste card tends to grab me by the hair and shake me too, I tell ya. I'm waiting for the puppy girl. Luna. You're not Luna Goober. There's the girly. Hi, Tookers. Go lay down. Go lay down. Let sister in. Go lay down. Luna, come here. Come. She just looked at me and turned around and walked away. I'm crushed. She's a very warm puppy. She has been laying out in the sun for the last, hour. All right. Oh, she's happy. The sun feels so good for her. Her hips have got to be killing her. She does absolutely love having Tookers in the house with her, and the pitty next door. Oh, they are the cutest playmates. That they were conversing through the fence last night. It was amazing. All right, y'all. What do you guys think of dogs? We are a very big dog family here. We have a cat. I have to have my cat because I am very much a cat person. To the point my own brother was video chatting with the man behind the curtain one night. And I was sitting out of sight behind the man behind the curtain. Sorry. I was sitting out of sight and said something, so the man behind the curtain moved slightly, so that my brother could see me, and I had the cat sitting in my lap. And my brother goes, "There's my sister with the cat." That's no surprise. She's had a cat in her lap since, well, she was about 2 when we were given our first cat. So, yes, I love my cats. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And hello, Alan. I do see you saying hi there. You know, there is a part of me that wants to do a bitchin' witch this Saturday night. Just because there's so much to bitch about right now. I will tell you all here and now, I try very hard to keep my daily draws politics free, despite the fact that simply existing as a woman who is not straight, who is not Christian in this society right now is inherently political. But I try to keep my daily draws as something lighthearted and fun and, you know, give us some ideas how to deal with the current stress that we're living with. So let's do that now. We have self-compassion. Self-compassion is telling us some rear view wishes. It says, make a wish for your 7-year-old self. I wish that she would survive a little more intact. How about your teenage self? I wish that she would have the ability to stand up for herself a little better. How about a wish for yourself today? I wish that I will survive the next 10 years relatively sane. That's my thoughts on today. What are yours? What are your wishes for your 7-year-old teenage self, 7-year-old self, teenage self, and current self? Let me know. All right. More coffee because I am not caffeinated enough for this shiz. As I said, Raven, the only wishes I have for my younger self are survival and slight wish. You don't want to see those. And a slight wish that I had been able to stand up for myself as a teenager. Dude, these things have nursed 3 kids. You don't want to see them. Who is today's goddess? Today's goddess is Iseult, a Celtic goddess celebrated throughout Western Europe. Starting over. Iseult. Today's goddess is Iseult, a Celtic goddess who is celebrated throughout Western Europe, primarily known for her themes of devoted love, fertility, and sexuality. She is famously recognized as the lover of Tristan in the timeless romantic tragedy. Scholarly studies of her various depictions in lore suggest, though, that the character of Iseult may have evolved from an ancient triple goddess, with her stories and role changing over time through the adaptations of bards and storytellers. It is basically one giant game of telephone here. Her primary symbol is white items, reflecting purity, devotion, and the divine light that she embodies. To connect with her energy today, one can draw inspiration from the French festival La Fête de Madeleine. During this time, women travel to a cave in Provence, believed to be an ancient dwelling of the goddess, to seek her blessings for love and fertility. You can create your own sacred space by visiting a natural cave if you have one near, or, this sounds hella fun to me today, fashioning a temporary one with blankets and a table. That sounds fun. Inside this space, meditate on Iseult's loving presence, visualizing a partner. Take the time to clearly visualize your ideal mate, or perfume. See the texture of their hair. I mean, just all of it. Clearly visualize your ideal mate while asking for Iseult's guidance in opening the path to love. That is today's goddess. Tell me what you guys think of her. Is YouTube being a pain in the tuchus again today? I am stuttering and stammering, and my brain just won't do it. I am thinking there's one of 2 reasons that my brain is glitching. It's either the new med that I started last week, or it's the heat. How much we want to bet it's both? Get the fuck out of my head. All right, so we will move to Zen as soon as I take another drink. Motherfucker. The man behind the curtain just tried to make me spew coffee through my sinuses by butchering LMFAO. But he's got a point. As far as I know, the research I did before I started it, or right after I took the first dose, is it's not supposed to adversely react with heat. The worst thing it does is it just makes me more prone to dehydration when I'm working and walking in the heat. So who the fluff knows? Anyway. We have Mr. Rogers. We got 4 more subscribers. Yay! Thank you! All right. You know what? Nope. Stick with the plan. We're going to have a rather long moment of Zen today. Today's Zen is a Zen Mondo, which every time I read it makes me think of Brad Mondo, the hair guy. All right, so Shh. One day, soon after his enlightenment, the Buddha was walking toward a man who, while not knowing who he was, could see that there was something different about him. The man came closer and asked the Buddha, "Are you a god?" "No," the Buddha replied. "Are you a magician then? A sorcerer?" "No." "Are you an angel, some sort of celestial being?" The Buddha again answered, "No." "What are you then?" the man asked. The Buddha replied, "I am awake." Buddha was woke. And that, my darling dear witchlings, is our moment of Zen for today. I couldn't resist that one. It was right there, y'all. But, and again, I'm not trying to get political or anything, but if you truly, truly read the Bible, particularly the New Testament after Jesus is born, Jesus was a long-haired, skirt-wearing, dark-skinned Jewish man. So, he also befriended prostitutes, hung out with chronically ill people who are, contagious AF, flipped tables in the temples because, they were using the temple to make money. He was all about loving your neighbor as yourself. Is that not the golden rule, to love others as you love yourself and to do unto others as you would have done unto you? Those two things are like the bedrock of Christianity. And how many modern day Christians actually follow those two rules? And then there's "thou shalt have no other God before me." How many modern day Christians worship the green god, as in, a dollar bill? They worship money. "Thou shalt not lie." We're not going to go there. I'm just, sorry, y'all. I'm very frustrated with people today, and especially those who profess Christianity. Yes, idolatry as well. Worshipping gold. Who do we know that does that? Anyways, I'm just really, really frustrated with people who profess to be one thing and punish people who actually are. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me rephrase that. I am really frustrated with people who claim to be Christian and claim to follow the word of God and Jesus's teachings and this and that, but yet they are the ones who are punishing those of us, and I do count myself in this, who are actually living by those teachings. Because if you really want to get down to it, the teachings of the Bible boil down to spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. Just my thoughts. And with that, my loves, it is time to wrap up for the day. So, let me extinguish our candle, open our circle, and extend my gratitude and ours to the ancestors who have joined us. With the extinguishing of our candle, our circle is open, and we extend our gratitude. Blah. I tasted that smoke. That was icky. The tolerance paradox. I do not tolerate intolerance. Because as soon as you begin to tolerate intolerance, everything becomes intolerance. I apologize for the pause there. The man behind the curtain is futzing around with my monitor right now and accidentally opened my start menu news feed, and the first thing that jumped out at me was last night's Colbert show, where if you have not seen it, you must look this up on YouTube. Colbert had Lin-Manuel Miranda and Weird Al come out to perform a song together, and they decided they were going to play some Coldplay. And during this, they were, doing the camera, showing the audience, and they paused like 4 times on various other people. All the late night hosts were there to support him. John Oliver was sitting with Jon Stewart. Jimmy Fallon was sitting with, God, I can't remember his freaking name. Was it Jimmy and Seth? Okay, Jimmy and Seth Meyers. And then Kimmel was not there, but we forgive that because he's on vacation. But there was one other. I recognized, I knew the name of the one person off the top of my head. There were the Anderson Cooper and Andy, Cohen. Thank you, Andy Cohen Live. But I'm trying to remember who the other guy is, and I can't. But watch the clip. It was amazing. Because as soon as I came out to the living room and saw Lin-Manuel Miranda and Weird Al sharing a stage, I knew it was going to be good. And then his first interview last night. Oh, God, I know her. And why am I not? Oh. Grey's Anatomy. She played the principal on Princess Diaries. Margaret. Not Margaret. No, it was not Margaret Cho. Margaret Cho's the, she was on Grey's Anatomy. Asian lady, really hilariously funny. And essentially she walked out and the very first thing she said was a pox on their houses. It was great. Oh, Raven, you are the best. Pox upon them. Yeah, Sandra Oh, thank you. Sandra Oh, I knew it was O. She's amazing, though. One of my favorites. I absolutely loved her in the Princess Diaries. If I had the opportunity to talk to her, my first question would be, what was it like working with Dame Julie Andrews? I want to know. I am a huge Julie Andrews fan. I know, I am babbling at y'all, and I somewhat apologize for it, but I am just... There is so much hate and discontent and ugliness out there. There's so much hate, so much discontent, so much ugliness, and just people being rude and heartless and stupid. No common courtesy. And back to the rant on Christianity, but a lot of people professing to be Christian who are just... They're the ones that Jesus would have been throwing out the temples. But yeah. Why do we do this to ourselves and each other? I want to see Jacques Zewipa. I know he is going to be in Monroe next month. Maybe this month. I don't think he's going to be there next weekend. But I want to go see him. And there is a non-zero chance that Spawn could potentially get backstage because Spawn is working the medieval fair. Lucky little butthead. My teeth are feeling funny. Anyways. I guess we should wrap this up and bid you all a fond adieu for today. But I want to sit here and keep babbling at you. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. there's a few of you here right now. Besides Raven, who I know will be in any and all lives I ever decide to throw. That sounded funny. Would you guys be... Yeah, that they can make it to. What do you guys think of me just randomly doing a live stream on a random evening or 3? Just to sit here and chit-chat with you guys like we have the Sunday Coffee and Cues. Sunday Coffee and Cues tends to be one of my biggest streams for the week. So, I am debating doing something else like that on another day or 2. Just either impromptu or scheduled. What do you guys think? I'm going to actually create a poll in the community posts here on YouTube. Let me know. I'll also throw it up on Facebook. I know too many Anthonys. Yeah, well, I'm a Satan. I belong to the Satanic Temple of Washington, yes, but I am not actually a Satanist. I am born, raised, and baptized into the Episcopal Church. The Navy introduced me to people who shared some of my beliefs that didn't quite mesh well with the church, and I talked to my priest, told him what was going on, and he said, go do what you gotta do. I'll see you in the afterlife anyway, sweetheart. So I did. And yes, I am a yoga witch. I am very proud of that. Actually, I am so proud of the fact that I am a yoga witch that my freaking glasses even say it. Not that you can see it very easily. He'll fix it. There we go. See it? My glasses say I am a yoga witch. Ha! Actually, divination is not forbidden, because if you will read your Bible, I believe it was King David who conferred with oracles. And what are oracles? But there are humans. And, gee, we have these things called oracle cards. They also spoke with other soothsayers. Soothsayers was a word in the Bible that they conferred with. And what is a soothsayer but a fortune teller and a future predictor? So, or a psychic. A yoga witch. That is actually a common question. A yoga witch, by my definition, is a yoga instructor who infuses their yoga with their magic. My yoga classes tend, and also, they, in their life as a witch, follow the 8 limbs of yoga. The yamas, the niyamas, and everything else. I have, empowered is a word that's coming to mind, my yoga classes with a little bit of magic, just to make life a little bit easier. That's my thoughts. All right, y'all. Infused. Thank you. Infused my yoga sessions with a little bit of magic. Just for fun. It not stolen. It has been appropriated. And believe me, I am not one of those white women who does that. I have a very dear friend who is Indian, and I have a local friend here, and I have conferred with them how to do what I do without appropriating their practice or offending them, and to not whitewash it, which is so freaking common. And actually, yoga is more than just meditation. As I was just saying, there are the 8 limbs, which, yoga is what is done, well, the asana, which is what everybody thinks of when they think of yoga, or the postures. The asana is actually the 3rd or 4th. I have to really think, because you have your yamas, which are the do's and the do's, yamas, niyamas, which are basically the yamas and niyamas are essentially the 10 commandments of yoga. Then you have pranayama, which is breathing. I'm being told that's a big stretch. That is actually a common coalition. But you have the yamas, you have the niyamas, you have pranayama, which is breathing. Then you have the asana, which is the postures. And then you have dharana, which is focus. Dhyana, which is meditation. Yamas, niyamas, pranayama, asana, dharana. Can't remember the next to the last one. Oh, nope. I can't remember the next to the last one. And then the final one is samadhi, which is bliss. It is a lifestyle more than it is a religion or anything. It is the Indian way. I hate wording it this way, but it is. Dude, I want a sauna. Actually, one of the birthday girls today. One of the birthday girls today, her dad actually put a dry sauna in their garage for her because she has chronic pain. Wrong Indian. Yoga is actually from India. Yeah, pots and heat. Too much heat plus pots equals one of two things. Either my gut is going to empty itself or I am going to hit the floor. Hindu, yes, it is one of the bedrocks not only of the Hindu religion but of the Buddhist religion, because they kind of were one thing and then at some point, and I cannot remember exactly when in history, but they went this way, but they still very much are very similar. I have the note. If you guys really want to know the exact details, I do have the book right there. I'm currently talking about what a yoga witch is, what yoga is. I finished up the divination for the day, and I'm just sitting here answering questions. Because I like to. They do intermingle quite well. Just like the philosophy, there's the word I was looking for. The philosophy of yoga fits quite well with the philosophy of many of the different pagan faiths because, Hinduism and Buddhism fall under the pagan umbrella. Go figure. Name. It's an uncommon, or it's a common uncommon name. There we go. But yeah. Yep. As I was just saying, I was baptized into the Episcopal Church. I grew up with an expert theologian from a grandfather. He was also an Episcopal priest. I have absolutely nothing against Christians as long as they don't try to tell me I am going to hell or try to shove their religion onto me. I grew up in the church, and there are very distinct reasons why I walked away. But though, I actually have some very, very, very dear friends who are Christian in the sense that they actually follow the teachings of the Bible. They don't just, thump the Bible to get your attention and say, hey, you're supposed to be doing this. They actually know what is in the Bible, what Jesus said, what the teachings were, and they live by it. My uncle followed in his father's footsteps, became an Episcopal priest. A very dear friend of mine, the one who actually confirmed for me or convinced me to go get the diagnosis to confirm the multiple personalities, is amazing, and she is also a genuinely true Christian. I have a number of friends. Hell, I think it's not in here at the moment. It is out in the other room. I do still have at least one, probably 3 copies of the Bible. The only one I'm missing is the one my grandfather gave me when I went to boot camp that had the Apocrypha in it. No, I am no longer Christian. I walked away from the Christian church almost 30 years ago. Wow. It will be 30 years mid to late January. And yes, some of the most Christian people I know are pagans. Or belong to the Satanic Temple or the Church of Satan. Did you know that they are two separate entities, the Satanic Temple and the Church of Satan? One of them goes by Anton LaVey's teachings, and the other one does not. And that's the one I'm with. Anton LaVey was interesting. I am also like Raven, who is commenting as Mystic today. I am also an ordained minister, which means I can perform weddings, funerals, baptisms, house blessings, naming ceremonies. You want to know what I can do? It's all on the website. Okay, Bong. I know what you're saying, but my brain is being extra random access. Thank you, 12. Fully agree with that. Is YouTube being a totally complete pain in the arse today? Yeah, it keeps... Yeah. Wow, we have been online for almost an hour. Yay! Happy, happy, joy, joy. I can babble at people and keep people entertained. I want to... Now, I am half tempted to do karaoke while I'm streaming one of these days, just because. Oh, that's true. Sheepskin. Licensing would be an issue, I bet. I'll have to find out if that would be doable. Yeah. And again, I am so sad. I was not particularly a fan until about 10, 15 years ago, but I'm actually really sad about losing Ozzy today. And the fact that just, a week ago, he performed his final concert, and he said it was going to be the final concert. We just didn't realize how final it was. But yeah. Luna. I said a baby girl. All right, y'all. That could be doable, friend. And it would... That's true. I am working on monetization, so I don't know if that would work. But it would save me having to re-up my SingSnap. If you like to do karaoke, singsnap.com is a really, really good, worthwhile site. It's not super expensive either. No, they don't pay me anything. They're not sponsoring. That is just the site I have found that I fell absolutely head over heels in love with long ago, that my child, who is now 24 years old, was in kindergarten in some of the videos on it that I have to unpublish. And with that, my darling dears, I'm going to say, let's go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread some kindness, because there's already so much hate and darkness in this world. Can we try to be beacons of light and hope? Also, make sure that your loved ones, be they human, scaly, furry, or feathered, know that you love them beyond measure. You do not know how long you will have with them, and I can tell you from experience that 2 a.m. phone call sucks. I got woke up to tell that I lost my little brother. I am grateful to my witchlings who have stuck around until the end of this video. You guys are the best. You are amazing. You are awesome. Can we please appease the algorithm gods by leaving me a comment of 7 words or more? They have a thing for 7 words. So, tell me your favorite crystal, since I tell you to grab your favorite crystal at the start of this. What's your candle or incense scent? Tell me your favorite coffee order. I mean, I'm drinking white coffee with peppermint mocha creamer. Or, if you don't want to think, Panic at the Disco has some inspiration. Hey, look, I made it. Yay, it works. And then, get out there. Yeah, alright. May Ozzy's memory forever be a blessing to all of us. His music sure as the hell is. All right, y'all. Now let's get out of the house, touch some grass, and have a wonderful, fantabulously magical day filled with love and joy. And always, always, always remember, you are loved. You are wanted. You are needed. And you do have a purpose here, even if you haven't figured it out yet. I love you guys so much. And I will see you all soon. Love you. Namaste. Your subscription ensures you never miss a moment of mystical insight, especially if you ring that bell. For a deeper dive into exclusive content, behind-the-scenes glimpses, bonus blog posts, monthly rituals, and my weekly yoga classes, consider popping over to Patreon and joining the coven there. If you're feeling particularly generous, a virtual coffee is always appreciated. This Gen X witch, raised on 80s vibes, thrives on caffeine and a dash of well-placed sarcasm. Are you seeking personalized guidance? Well, in that case, visit yogawithdyliden.com to schedule a one-on-one yoga session where we can work together to restore balance and alignment to your mind, body, and spirit. I'm honored to craft meaningful rituals and services for all life's milestones. House blessings, cleansings, spiritual life coaching, and personalized tarot and pendulum readings are also available. Check out those offerings at dietheyogawitch.com. Don't miss out on your daily doses of divination. Tune in tomorrow for another episode, Monday through Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And there's even more enchantment to weave into your week. Join me for our weekly rituals. Sundays, let's all gather around the cauldron for coffee and cues with Di the Yoga Witch at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. Bring your favorite brew and we'll delve into the mystical and the everyday, answering your questions and sharing the witchy wisdom I've got and uplift. Friday and Saturday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Seattle time, we offer some unique experiences. Fridays are for relaxation and interconnection. We zen our way into the weekend and unwind with guided meditation or yoga nidra asana, tapping into your inner magic and bringing that magical life into your yoga practice. Saturday evenings, brace yourself for Bitch and Witch Angry Veteran Rants. I will be tackling current events that spark my passionate opinions, offering perspectives and suggestions for positive change.